I'm Chase Garbarino.
And I'm Greg Gomer, and this is the BostInno Beats. Fresh off a long weekend, lovely weekend, it's the best day of the year, Apple Day. A lot of action today, some iPhones are coming out, huge iPads, Apple TV. What do you think? I saw you live streaming it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I watched a good amount of the event. The new iPad, very cool. It's big.
Big iPad.
That's what it best screen they've ever made.
Make it bigger. Yeah. When in doubt, blow it up.
The big thing was really the TV. It's now, they opened up the App Store, you can build games on top of it, and the Siri integration is
with the remote.
Incredibly cool. You can say, find me an episode with so-and-so in it, of any show. Boom.
I'm in. I'm a buyer.
I'm surprised you weren't at the event.
We had to film, so I couldn't do it. Two different bosses.
Fanboy.
Today's beat is all about big brands. Let's get started.
It is?
Well, obviously we're having some problem, and it sometimes happens with live television.
Let's talk about RoboCop.
Oh, hell no.
We'll do it live.
The big one this week. This season is all about DraftKings. This is DraftKings time. They're already over $1 billion valuation. However, this NFL season will be not make or break for them, but could just take them to the next level. Here's why. A gaming analyst said that in Vegas, only about $30 million is going to exchange hands on the opening weekend of the NFL. Over $60 million is going into daily fantasy sports. With DraftKings being the leader, that's big.
Booming.
Booming. What do you think?
I mean, they've cornered the market, at least here in the US. You don't see FanDuel anywhere. All the people I talk to outside of our little tech bubble all know about DraftKings. They all use DraftKings. Fantasy football was made for the one-day game, which is how DraftKings works. I mean, could be huge.
By the end of this season, I'm calling it right now, by the end of the NFL, DraftKings valuation will have more than doubled.
So, how much? You're 4
billion.
You heard it here first. In the community this week, going back to back, baby.
Back to back.
Venture App
has
our
got
new
your
startup.
back.
We have your back.
Yep.
Just opened up our web platform to a private group of users.
Yep.
Anybody can apply to join, and it's been pretty interesting to see what people have been submitting on the site.
Yeah.
To rewind it back to last week, we are a business solutions provider. So companies come in, they submit a request for anything. If you need legal help, if you need UI, UX help, whatever it is, and we take care of it. We hook you up with somebody that can help. We're getting a lot of requests with help on financial items, specifically
new
one of the
bank
things.
Accounts.
Yeah, they don't know much about what they should be looking into for a bank, which I think a lot of people overlook that. First tip, find out if you're making any interest on your cash.
And why is that important? Because if you raise $2 million, that's going to sit there and what, do nothing?
Yeah. So, and what they do is they ultimately use your money for other stuff. So I would find out if you have interest. A lot of questions about what kind of rates they should be getting on venture debt. Lots of questions about what the difference is between different law firms and how to determine which one to go to. So
business credit cards are another huge one.
Big one. So interesting stuff to start.
VentureApp.com, check it out. Making moves this week, inbound. Outbound 2015 is this week. It's happening right now. As we film it, Halligan and Dharmesh are on stage announcing a ton of stuff. We got a little bit of a live feed happening.
Something about their software now gives out gold. And it's just, I just see a picture of Halligan dumping gold on himself. So
which is
just free money. That's cool.
Which is awesome. Either way, Inbound is a massive success. Taking over the BCEC, heard nothing but great things. Huge, big name speakers. But anyways, a couple of things that came out. HubSpot website, HubSpot ads, HubSpot lead in, predictive lead scoring, HubSpot reporting, Sidekick updates. So many tools for marketing.
What those things are, you'll have to Google them yourself.
That's outbound.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
Unwanted feedback this week. Last week, we had a guest on the show. man pony himself, Phil Beauregard. We were talking about what he was going to do next. A lot of people pointed out on Twitter that our beers went from empty to full a couple times. We did have a bartender on staff for Phil, so we might have had a couple of beverages. One of the other bits of feedback right after the show from, I think his name was C. Johnson.
Court J.
Court J. Had some feedback and said, who cares what Phil does next? Fighting words.
Fighting words. So for once, unwanted feedback not directed at us.
Directed at the guests, which is awesome because we do have a guest coming on next week. A lot of hair he has.
Fun. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it is. Nice.
Yeah, it's halftime America, and our second half's about to begin.
One more bit of news this week, two more bits, huge news. Number one of my favorite movies of all time, actually watched it over Labor Day weekend, Roadhouse. Roadhouse with Patrick Great Bod Swayze, rest in peace, buddy, is getting a reboot. And Ronda Rousey, UFC fighter, is going to take the character that Swayze made famous.
Weird. She was a terrible actress in the Entourage movie.
But she can fight, not as good as Swayze. Second bit of news, Long Haul Films is launching a Kickstarter, the film production company that takes care of this, all about innovation in Detroit. You got to check it out. restartingthemotorcity.com/Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. Crazy for Swayze.
Swayze for the win. Thanks for coming out.
Here's just a bunch of shit. Go Google it. We don't have time to talk about it. That was weird.